Welcome to WHHI News. I'm Allie McNair, and here's a look at your headlines. The South Carolina legislature gets to work next week, and one of its main priorities will likely be writing a new abortion law that the state Supreme Court would approve. The reason? This week, the court struck down South Carolina's 6-week abortion ban. That law, signed by Governor Henry McNair in 2021, had been suspended while the Supreme Court considered the ban's constitutionality. The court's decision means the state's previous ban of 20 weeks will remain in effect. Legislative leaders are promising action on a new bill. Well, with less than 3 weeks until the scheduled start of Alex Murdaugh's murder trial, activity is beginning to ramp up. Curtis Smith, Murdaugh's friend, who's charged with helping him try to kill himself after the deaths of his wife and son, has been subpoenaed as a witness in the trial. Smith is also charged with drug trafficking and money laundering for Murdaugh. Both men are still in jail awaiting their trials. The Attorney General has said the prosecution will not seek the death penalty against Murdaugh in the murder case, but instead life in prison without parole. Well, there's no denying that there's been a decline in home sales over the last few months in the Lowcountry. Over 1,000 fewer homes were sold on Hilton Head Island in 2022 than in 2021. Real estate agents interviewed by the Island Packet say the county's housing market should warm up in the coming months, and almost no one expects that there will be a crash in the market. They do predict that inventory will stay low, prices will rise slightly, and properties will spend more time on the market south of the Broad. And although it may be a buyer's market, it's not a good one right now for renters. Rents in southern Beaufort County now average over $2,300 a month, $300 over a year ago. Well, while you might feel like the whole rest of the country is moving into our backyard, Hilton Head Island and our part of the Lowcountry is not on the list of most popular places for people to move. That's according to surveys from U-Haul and United Van Lines. Last year, Myrtle Beach was listed as the 7th most popular moving destination, with the Charleston area ranked 10th. Overall, the two moving companies differ on the #1 moving destination. U-Haul says it's Ocala, Florida. United Van Lines says it's Wilmington, North Carolina. And for details on these stories and more, check the news sources you're seeing on your screen. Also, be sure to look for us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you have a story idea, email us at news@WHHITV.com. Okay, it's time for a look at sports, and who better to tell us about that than Justin Jarrett. Justin?
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. We had a Lowco on Lowco matchup on the basketball court on Thursday with a clash between Beaufort Academy and John Paul II over on Ladies Island, and LowcoSports intern Ariana Gonzalez was there, so let's check out the highlights. BA's girls played a challenging early season schedule and took some tough losses during a 1-6 start, but the Eagles made a run to the championship game at the Warhawk Holiday Tournament last week in Walterboro. They've played terrific defense of late, and they maintained their strong form Thursday against a JP2 team that came in riding a 6-game win streak but had not played since December 16th. Talia Hayward, fresh off her 1,000th career point, continued her outstanding play, pouring in 20 points to lead BA to a 41-37 win, the Eagles' 5th win in their last 6 games. Brady Mahoney had a double-double for JP2 with 14 points and 10 boards. BA's boys are also coming on strong of late and coming off their own run to the championship game in Walterboro, and the Eagles kept it rolling Thursday, building a big lead before easing off the gas in a 55-46 win over the Golden Warriors. Braden Denis led BA with 19 points and Jackson Porter added 10, while JP2 benefited from the return of Christian Tilton, who put up 19 points in his first game back after suffering a broken hand in the football playoffs. For Loco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Loco.
Thanks, Justin. Time for weather now. Here's Maria Sowden.
Thanks, Allie. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're going to have some great weather this weekend. And then taking a look at the beginning of next week, we are going to see a little bit of rain, but not too much. Taking a look at Saturday, however, it's going to be sunny with Hilton Head having a high of 60, a low of 43. Bluffton's going to have a high of 63, a low of 40. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 62 and a low of 41. Come Sunday, it's going to be cloudy with Hilton Head having a high of 63 and a low of 45. Bluffton's going to have a high of 65 and a low of 42. And Beaufort's going to have a high of 65 and a low of 43. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 7:25 and sunset's going to be at 5:34. Taking a look at the beach tides, Saturday high tide is going to be at 9:15 a.m. and low tide is going to be at 4:42 p.m. And then come Sunday, high tide is going to be at 9:53 a.m. and low tide is going to be at 5:23 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday, it's going to be partly cloudy with the highs in the mid to upper 60s, and lows are going to be in the upper 40s. Then come Tuesday, it's going to be cloudy with a passing shower throughout the day with highs in the upper 50s and lows in the 40s. And then come Wednesday, we're going to see a little rain in the morning, but then it's going to clear up. It's going to be partly cloudy the rest of the day with highs in the 60s and lows in the 40s. That's it for today. Let's head back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Stay right there. We will have more for you on WHHI News in just a moment.